No social amenities, a long energy-draining hike, and a scene reminiscent of extinction are what describes the small community behind this mountain, referred to as Costain Hilltop, which the inhabitants now call Mountain Village.
It originated from the Costain that was down, who was the owner of the big resort. So originally it was called Costain Hilltop, but as time went on, people decided that it was on a mountain, so they started calling it Mountain Village. So I'm sure the people know this mountain as Mountain Village.
Well, this over there looks like the first building you get to see before actually entering into the village. Now, the irony of it all is when you look at this other side and then look at that other side where all the civilization and the beauty of Abuja lies, you begin to wonder, is this really the FCT?
This village, located in the heart of the Federal Capital Territory, used to be home to over 7,000 people until it got demolished. Many who now live here are either returnees or people who can't afford to pay for rent in the capital city. They set up temporary structures to enable them have a place to lay their heads.
We've been climbing here for the past 20 minutes. As you can see, we just filmed or just being over there where obviously they usually take their bath and then wash their clothes. You have no idea that there could be people living up there. So come please.
45-year-old Chris Milan has lived here for almost 15 years.
All hands are not equal. Going up and down this mountain, it takes you 1 hour, 1.5 hours to climb up, depending on the kind of person that you are. If you look around this mountain, you can't find anybody who is fat because the fatigue is high. It's like you going on a jog every morning because you have to get to work and get back. There is no water, there's no light. So you have to get down the mountain to fetch water. Use jerry cans to bring it up. You understand? Some people can't do it, so they pay people who go down this mountain and fetch, like the widows around. And their children, most of the times they have to go down the mountain, look for food, look for firewood to cook, and then fetch water and bring you should come see sometime.
A tour around some parts of the village shows structural foundations that were demolished, and the place has returned to being farmlands of the native Bagi people.
Where the okra has taken place, the farm is taking place, it's on top of somebody's house. These are all houses. That's the soccer way there. These are all houses. Here used to be houses where you could see it's taken over by cashews and all the grains that they planted. See cashews being planted in between so that you don't have space to build your house even when you come back.
We met 25-year-old Elizabeth Amos, who is a mother of 2. She was pregnant with this baby at the time the authorities demolished their home. The fright and agony triggered her to go into premature labor. Her home and shop all got demolished, leaving her with no source of livelihood to feed her kids or send them to school. To survive, she now picks used plastic food storage containers, popularly known as takeaway packs, from refuse, washes them, and resells them. Fatima Musa, who has remained inconsolable since her husband died from grief after demolition, paints a grim picture.
One day, I go market at Maraba, from Maraba to Orange Market. I do go Nasarawa to buy yam, other things. So before you know, I came back and meet my husband dead. Then from there, I say, why me again? Last time, I cannot carry these children. Go village. Temptation all over. I know what is happening. You that have your house know where it's leaking in your house.
She says government should come to her rescue. Despite the pain, grief and grim situation, many here like Aundehemba Bayakwa still utilize their talent to make the best of a pitiable situation. This is the story of Aundo Bayakwa.
This is my work, shoe. We make shoes. Yeah. All these ladies span both male and female. We sell this one 1K, as in single, as in wholesale, that is 750 or 800. A day I can make like 25. See the female on here that I'm using it. So.
Okay, you actually wear them.
Yes,
so you climb up and down this mountain with this shoe.
Yeah, with this one, it's still this strong.
You still get your material. Where do you get it?
I buy it from the market in Yanyan side, because this Abuja here now, like this Yanyan, we can get the best quality of materials we want. Government can help us. If government can help us, we can even employ more youths here. We can train them.
Well, it is obvious that this mountain village, which can also be referred to as the Mountain of Pains, going by what the inhabitants have passed through. Whether things would change is still uncertain. The sharp contrast in the living standard between the rich and the poor shows that Nigeria still has a long way to go in bridging this gap.